A crackling
Oh, you gotta
Let's see.
turn it over the fire first.
The water's boiling. A watering can full of hot water.
Okay, then we pour the
Very well.
coffee into the pot.
The water's turning brown. And it smells... lovely. That's the fuel for the machine sorted.
Alright, machine. Now you get to have your coffee. You better talk with me now.
And woe betide if this whole effort's in vain.
What the?
Monkey!
Hello? You there, ghost. I have to find the secret cellar. Will you help me?
Oh no.
Thanks.
Okay, apparently there really was a ghost in the machine.
A clever mechanism.
Right, better get that book. El pronto!
So this is the legendary secret cellar. The cellar continues on behind these bars. I can't see anything, but I bet that the book's in there somewhere. There are 3 carved figures by the bars. Each one of them has a different precious stone. This one here has a blue sapphire in its head. This figure looks a bit like a dog. One of its eyes is a large ruby. The spider has an emerald on its back, green. A staff approximately 2 meters long with a top made of bronze. Looks like something's missing there. This picture seems to indicate that a ruby belongs in there. The sad remains of extinct cultures and of the last camping trip.
Let's see here. Opening in the floor.
A small circular opening in the ground. It's decorated with an ancient script, just like the picture on the wall.
I guess that's where the wooden staff is gonna go.
A small circular opening. I think I'd better take the staff with me. It might come in handy elsewhere.
I think I know.
Guess even a secret cellar is in the end just a cellar, and all cellars have gardening tools such as these gardening shears.
Oh, good. I could use those.
As long as I'm not expected to do the gardening now. A small fat figure. She's holding a mirror above her head. Looks ancient. A picture on a stone slab. It depicts a man in a robe with a staff in his hand. A jewel is glinting in the headpiece of the staff. Some sort of light beam shining on it.
Okay.
I can't discover anything of interest amongst this junk.
I guess I gotta light the way up down there. And I think I know what I need that staff for. Let's see, you take this, and you take on that.
The window's open. The last rays of sunlight can enter the house.
Oh, and also we can use this with the undergrowth.
I don't believe it. Now I've ended up doing the gardening.
Ah, stop complaining and do the gardening. This is an important mission.
It is indeed a gravestone. A little gravestone made of granite that's got Kinski inscribed on it. A little grave...
Okay, who's Kinski?
Jelly glowfish are really quite frugal animals. They need water and a little bit of food every now and then. I guess this one lacked the latter.
Maybe this guy has something more to say.
Yoo-hoo!
Did you have an accident in a bandage factory?
No, I'm a mummy.
Don't mummies have their brains pulled out via their noses during the mummification
This is
process?
actually true.
I don't think
It
so.
is true.
I do. How exactly do the iron bars in the cellar open? Hey, I'm talking to you.
You can speak?
You know what? Forget it. I'll work it out for myself. I'd rather search through every nook and cranny of this house than inflict any more of these conversations upon my elven ears.
You can speak?
What a polite mummy.
I know you've never been down there, but there was a staff in the cellar, and there's a precious stone that belongs on the top of it, a ruby. Do you know where it is?
But of course, Mortimer. You asked me to hide it for you.
Yeah, it
Don't
was a
you
good idea to talk
remember?
to him.
I must have forgotten about that.
Oh, what would you do without me?
Could you please just give it to me? I just need it for a second.
What?
Oh.
The jewel. And before you ask, I mean the stone that you put somewhere safe for me. And please don't tell me that you've forgotten.
How could I forget that? You said it was very important that no one found the stone.
Oh, okay. Now please can I have it back?
Why would I give a complete and utter stranger Mortimer's stone?
But I am Mortimer.
Don't be ridiculous. You're too tall, too thin, too hairy, and you have those things there.
I've had enough of this nonsense. Give me the jewel.
Never. Threats will get you nowhere. I'm a karate master.
I'm a friend of Mortimer. He's sent me to fetch something out of the cellar.
I have never seen you here before, and I never forget a face.
I don't believe that.
Please, it's urgent.
I do not know whether I can trust you. I would only give a really good friend of Mortimer's the jewel.
That's me. I saved his life. Well, maybe.
Really? If you are truly a good friend of Mortimer, then you will be able to give me the answer to the following question.
What is your favorite color?
What color is his underwear?
Blue. Right, off you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
How come you know the colour of his underwear?
Well, I have no eyelids anymore, so how do you think I'm meant to shut my eyes? So, what color is his underwear?
That's a trick question. He doesn't wear any.
That's not right. You don't know him at all. Not as well as I know him.
I just haven't been quite as preoccupied with his underwear as other people have.
But one just knows something like that, doesn't one? So, what color is his underwear?
More or less white.
Wrong. I knew it.
No, that was a joke.
What?
White underwear. Now, the solution is... I have to think about that. I'll be back.
But why?
Okay, who the hell asked what color is your underwear? How am I supposed to figure that out?
Blue. No.
Maybe there's something in his diary.
There's nothing more there of interest to me.
Or not.
The light beam is reflected by the little figure's mirror, but it's simply shining onto the floor. The light beam is...
Something needs to be adjusted, I think. So I gotta find his clothing, I guess. How the heck am I supposed to do that?
a little gravestone made of granite that's got Kinski inscribed on it. A wooden tub, about half full of water. Oh, great. This has the professor's washing floating around in it. White shirts, grey socks, red underpants.
We got the answer to the question.
Yoo-hoo!
As I'm a very good friend of Mortimer, I know the answer to your question.
What question is that?
You asked me about the colour of Mortimer's underwear.
That's right. And?
They are red.
Red. He mostly wears red underwear.
That's right. Red silk underwear. But I'm still not quite satisfied. So, what is his cat's name?
I already know that.
His cat died some while ago. Her gravestone's outside. Her name was Kinski.
It was a tomcat. The poor thing was always so happy playing with my bandages.
Yes, very sad, very sad.
And he's going to come
But
with another
hopefully
question,
this
isn't
proves
he?
that I am a good friend of old Mortimer, does it not?
You have only answered one of my questions.
2? You asked me about his underwear.
But why would his underwear
Oh
be of
my
any
God.
interest to me?
Oh, come on, don't change the subject. Are you going to give me that jewel now?
No, not yet. I have one last question.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
What do you mean? An African or European swallow?
Huh? I don't know that.
What did Count Grunschfeld or Pieperbock say to his adjutant Henninger shortly before the Battle of Budleberg?
Huh?
Wrong.
No, I just don't understand what you're talking about.
I am a trifle unsure about this too. It is a bit like a coded question.
And do you know the answer?
Of course. Mortimer told me.
And you haven't forgotten it?
He's forgotten it.
No. So, what is the answer?
$234, of course.
Oh? What?
234. I know all about that. Mortimer told me many times.
234 what?
The professor is 234 years old. I've answered your question.
I asked that. Impossible. Mortimer just turned 63 on the 13th of July. So, 234 what?
How can anyone who is a good friend of Mortimer not know that?
But how? What?